Alright everyone, this is going to be the FindHills tutorial and review part 2. I wanted to go ahead and show you a couple of advanced features I didn't mention in the first video. So first of all, we'll start off with the map. It's set at terrain, and terrain is really good because it shows you topographically how the terrain is in the area you're searching. If you see bumps and all kinds of ripples and stuff, that's a pretty good idea. There's probably a hill there. The bigger the ripple, the better the chances of a hill. The other thing that goes with it, though, is when there's really hilly areas, which I'm not showing you in this video anyways, but it will actually have more circles to the topographical part because of the height elevation. So you can kind of check out some areas maybe that you know of in different states or whatever, and kind of see the difference. It also gives you the ability to use satellite, and when you do, you get a little bit more of a zoom with that, so you can actually go in and kind of see what the neighborhood looks like as far as population density. I don't really use it so much unless I'm trying to figure out whether I'm looking at dirt roads or paved roads, because the terrain map doesn't always show you all that, you know. So, for instance, the other thing I wanted to show you was if you go in and say, you know, you find a route that you want to check out, you can use the Google Dude. We talked a little bit about that before. The one thing I didn't mention was that using the Google guy, I said, you know, you can't always go into areas that are gated communities or private drives, things like that, and that's not necessarily true. The Google guy, Street View, won't let you go in there, but those areas are still plottable. So if I want to, I can still plot areas that I can't necessarily see with Street View. You can also use the Street View at the entryway if you want. Oops, I'm moving around a bit today. And having done that, you can also see, you know, what kind of entrance you're looking at as far as any you know, gated communities and whatnot. I don't advise breaking the law. Disclaimer. So the other thing that's kind of cool about this is you can take these plots and you can, you know, kind of figure out your route. This one's pretty good. It has curves. I talked to you about the eyelet that you can move, and once again, you can move the eyelet. You'll see it here. There's a green line where my cursor is, but it also creates a green eyelet that moves along the route. That's pretty useful because if this curve here is within the range of 6%, I'm right here with the shade, I can tell that, hey, you know, it's a pretty fast corner, and then coming off of it, I'm still going at 3 to 5%, and then when I get to that last corner, that's kind of the runoff area. So pretty interesting. You can also use the Street View with that eyelet feature. I think I showed you that one previously. Again, you know, Google does not do it justice as far as depth perception. It kind of looks flat, but if you look at here at the horizon line, you can tell you're pretty high up. And again, you can pretty much drive this with the Street View, looking at, you know, the pavement conditions. You can go back in, and wherever you click is going to give you elevation points. You just close that, and then you can take that eyelet and run it until you get it to go by you and actually gauge that corner a little bit better. It's good for being prepared for your runs, you know, your routes or whatever, plus exploring. Saves a little gas and time. You want to make sure you're skating within your skill level. This particular one, I'm not quite up for it yet. I don't start all the way at the top. But the neighbors were nice, and so that's always a plus too. But the other thing is this: if you want to add extra plots, there's no problem with that. I think the limit is like 5. When you would do that, maybe is if you're, and this isn't necessarily going to fit here, but if you had a route that was kind of squirrely or whatnot, it was long enough to go ahead and get, you know, 5 or 6 plots in there, then it kind of holds it straight. Otherwise, what happens is sometimes you want this maybe to curve back this way, and it decides that, you know, it's going to pick another route. So that'll kind of come in handy for, say, you want to specify it going a certain direction. You can always use those extra plots to do that. Kind of cool, man. So, anyhow, do me a favor, skate safe, wear some headgear, make sure you're taking care of yourself, and avoid the killer moths, because they're out tonight, it looks like. Just, make sure you live to skate another day. Don't overskate your skill set, It's important, man. Take it step by step. Alright, my life's really going downhill. Thanks for watching. See ya.